Hello, welcome back guys. This is the second video of the first video that we saw on factoring trinomials. So we practiced how to factor trinomials with a equals 1. So you should have seen that video first. Now we're actually going to go ahead and do some of the examples from the video that you were supposed to try on your own, because I know sometimes this topic can be confusing. So we're going to go ahead and try the first example. We learned that when a is 1, we can use the box method. So I'm going to draw a box, and I'm going to place my trinomial in the box. My x squared goes here, my 27 goes here, and whatever these two numbers add up to has to be 12x. And this is the method that we're using to factor. If this is an x squared right here, then that means I need an x and an x. Now, we need to think of numbers that multiply to 27 and add to 12. I'm going to think of those numbers over here in the list. I'm going to think of 1 and 27, but 1 and 27 will never give me 12. 3 and 9. 3 times 9 gives me 27, and 3 plus 9 gives me 12. So I have found my factors. This is going to be 3, and this is going to be 9. Now, one thing that is nice to mention is that both of these are positive. Positive 12 and positive 27. So if they're both positive, both my 3 and my 9 are positive. So how does this factor? X plus 3 and x plus 9. This is the factored form of the trinomial x squared plus 12x plus 27. Notice that you could always multiply that out, and you would see that the original equation would come out. X times x is x squared, 9x, 3x, and 27, giving us our original statement from up here. So we managed to factor that and check it out. So I'm going to let you try number 2 because it's very similar to number 1. Let's go ahead and try number 3. Again, notice for number 3 that the coefficient in front of the x is 1. So we can use the box method nice and easily. So I'm drawing my box. And we're placing the trinomial in the box. The x squared goes here. The 14 goes here. And the two middle terms have to add up to give me negative 9x. Again, don't forget your negatives when doing this problem. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply to 14 and add to negative 9. Let's start with the basic step where we know what x squared, what two numbers give us x squared, which is going to be x and x. That's nice and simple. But now let's think of our factors of 14. I'm thinking of the number 1 times 14, 2 times 7, and that's all the numbers that I can think of. However, 1 and 14 will never give us 9, so I know that I can't use 1 and 14. 2 and 7. 2 and 7 give us 14 and give us 9. So I know my numbers must be 2 and 7. However, we need a negative 9 and a positive 14. In order for this to be a positive 14, both of them have to be positive. But positive 2 and positive 7 do not equal negative 9. So it can't be positive. However, negative 2 plus negative 7 gives me negative 9. So they both have to be negative. And if you do a negative times a negative, that equals a positive. So this is negative 7x, and negative 2 times negative 14 gives you that positive 14 that we need. So how does this factor? It factors as x minus 2 times x minus 7. So that is the answer to number 3. So now that I've done 2 more examples, hopefully you'll be able to do number 2 and number 4 and 5 on your own. So go ahead and practice those skills.